हेलो गाइस, आज हम स्टार्ट करेंगे ह्यूमन हेल्थ एंड सैनिटेशन का पार्ट 2। ठीक है। तो पार्ट 2 यहाँ से हम स्टार्ट करेंगे और क्वेश्चन नंबर 161 देखते हैं। ठीक है। ए स्लूज वाल्व इज विच इज नोन एज ए गेट वाल्व। ठीक है। आफ्टर क्लोजिंग द वाटर सप्लाई, द वाल्व to remove the entire water from within a pipe is called, which is called a blow off valve, drain valve, score valve, hence all of the above. When the pump is operated, the valve is open, but when the pump is suddenly closed, stopped, the valve is automatically closed. These are the properties of following type of valve, which is a check valve. ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। Next one, which of the following incorrect statement? So air valve are provided. Uh, uh, Air valve are provided at summits along a pipeline to admit release air. ठीक है। नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन क्या है? Sluice valve are provided to flow to allow flow of water only in one direction, preventing backflow। जो आपका गलत है, क्योंकि ये चेक वॉल होगा, इसलिए ये बी ऑप्शन गलत है, यही पूछा हुआ था। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। इन ए वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम, रिफ्लेक्स, बटरफ्लाई एंड ग्लोब आर टाइप ऑफ, विच इज ए टाइप ऑफ वॉल्व्स। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट देखते हैं। विच टाइप ऑफ वॉल्व इज यूज्ड इन पाइपलाइन फॉर कन्वीनियंस इन मैनुअली क्लोजिंग द पाइप टू कंट्रोल द फ्लो ऑफ वाटर एंड and has an advantage of quicker operating, which is a globe valve। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। इन ए वाटर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सिस्टम, टाइप ऑफ valve is used to control the flow rate, which is the gate valve। ठीक है। which of the following is a type of valve allow water to flow in one direction uh, but prevent in reverse direction, which is a reflex valve। ठीक है। what is the unit measurement for manhole cover as per IS 1200, which is a numbers। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। एज पर द इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड कोड 2470 1985 पार्ट 1, द मिनिमम विड्थ ऑफ द सेप्टिक टैंक अज्यूम टू डिजाइन पर्पज इज, विच इज ए 75 सेंटीमीटर। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। सैनिटरी म्युनिसिपल फील्ड, द वेस्ट हीप्स आर unavoidably hazardous due to leachate, emanating gases, rodent and wandering animals, automobiles, workshops that seem to have an affinity for such neighborhood. Hence, leached and second is emanating gases is correct. Next question देखते हैं। A pipe through which liquid waste without human excreta flow is called, which is a waste pipe. Sewer pipe need to check for, which is checked for minimum flow and maximum flow both, hence both option is correct. The IS code which is used for the manufacturing of glazed earthenware urinal in India, which is a IS 771 1979. In the squittling type of water closet, the pan is fitted and P-trap or S-trap are then connected to, which is the soil pipe। Next question देखते हैं। The liquid waste originated from residential and industrial building are collectively called, which is called sanitary sewage। pH of septic sewage is, which is less than 7। Sewer that receive the discharge of a number of house sewer is called, which is called lateral sewer। Dash are the semicircular or rectangular shaped structure collect rainwater and transport it to the inflow, which is a gutters। ठीक है। gutters provide in the system collect rainwater from the trapped slopy roof and transport it to the inflow pipe। The gutter could be of various shape, size and material। Next question, identify the sewer system with the following feature. During a small rainstorm, the rainwater is collected and conveyed through underground sewer along with sanitary sewage. And when the amount of rainfall exceeds a certain limit, it is collected and conveyed in open drain to natural river stream while sewage continues to flow through the sewer. Hence, partially combined system। What is the size of soil pipes and vent pipe commonly adopted for house drain in average condition? 100 mm to 50 mm। Next question देखते हैं। Or estimating the flow in sanitary sewer in high groundwater table location and allowance for groundwater infiltration into sewer is to be made according to the guideline of CPHEEO, Government of India. The design infiltration valves shall be limited to which is a 10% of design valve of sewage flow. For the design of sewer in India, the percentage of sewage discharge is assumed as which is 70 to 80% of water supplied from water works. Minimum daily flow occurring through the sewer during night hour may be assumed to by third of every daily flow. Invert of sewer means which is means inside bottom of the sewer. Next question देखते हैं. In sanitary plumbing of the building, a two-way pipe system significance which is a separate oil pipe and waste pipe and each with own vent pipe. A is established parallel to the sewer center line, a distance that will not disturb and covered excavated material during setting out of sewer center line. Hence, this is offset line. Next question देखते हैं. Exam point of view से important point देखते हैं. 1 gram of faces may contain uh, approx 10 ones 10 100,000 10,000 lakh 10 lakh crore 1 crore viruses and approx 10 lakh bacteria. ठीक है. Improved sanitation facility separate human faces and urine from human contact. Composite toilet manage aerobic decomposition by toilet and treat human excreta. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. F diagram refer which is fluid figure flies and field. Solid waste generally include household waste, agro waste, waste paper etc. Biodegradable waste decomposed by biological process, kitchen waste, agriculture waste. Non biodegradable waste broken glass, plastic. Wastewater used and unwanted water. Wastewater generated in toilet, black water. Wastewater generated in kitchen, bathroom and laundry, hence grey water. Industrial decade of water and sanitation period 1981 to 1990, which trap prevent order of sewer to enter in the house, which is a intercepting trap. The water carriage system of collection of waste product, which is the required treatment before disposal. The recommended spacing of manhole for sewer having a diameter over 2 meter on state run as per IS 4111 1986, which is a 300 meter. According to federal plumbing rules, the gallon to use new toilet is which is 1.6 gallon per plus wastewater solid liquid. Statement 1, biomedical waste of urine bags and catheters are collected in red bag. Statement 2, inclination is done for human anatomical waste. Hence, both statements are true. Which of the color coding the bag used in hospital to dispose human anatomical waste such as body part, which is yellow. ठीक है, ये आपका येलो है. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. ठीक है. The biological treatment technique used can be classified into attached growth process and suspended growth process. Which of the following treatment is classified under attached growth process, which is the rotating biological conductor? Identify different stage of the treatment of the sewage, which is the primary treatment, secondary treatment, and the disinfection. Next question. Sewage treatment units are generally designed, which is designed for average flow. Exam point of view से important points देख लेते हैं. The pyrolysis process is endothermic. For analysis of carbonious aerosol, the particulate sample must be collected on paper quartz filter. The sanitary landfill control of leachate movement into ground can be accomplished by landfilling sealant. Soak pits are preferable where soil is porous. For inclination and deep burial of biomedical waste, yellow color plastic bag is used. The first step in the sludge treatment process is which is a thickening. Next, soak pits are preferable where which is a soil is porous. In the treatment of sewage, identify the aerobic biological unit from the following which is the oxidation pond. Which industrial waste is commonly used in construction industry fly ash? Which of the following is the hygienic way of dispose solid waste and is more suitable if the waste contains more hazardous material and organic content which is inclination? Which of the following statement about the secondary treatment sewage is incorrect? Which is oxidation of organic matter occur in the tickling filter under aerobic condition, which is correct. Primary treatment of sewage is not essential for efficient working of contact bed, which is wrong. Secondary treatment methods are broadly divided into filtration and activated sludge, which is correct. Activation sludge is biological activity, hence option is also correct. Which of the following is not a secondary treatment unit in wastewater treatment, which is a IMOP tank? According to IS 6280, sewage screening of inclination of the screen used in mechanically cleaned units should be between dash with the horizontal in case of straight flat 60-degree and 90-degree. What is the purpose of the activated sludge process in sewage treatment? To reduce biochemical oxygen demand BOD of sewage. Minimum width of the septic tank not less than, which is the answer not known. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. The minimum width of septic tank is taken 70 less than 75. Taken 75, sorry, 75 centimeter. क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. द डायमीटर ऑफ सोक पिट सेल, ये आपका डायमीटर सोक पिट सेल नॉट बी लेस देन इन डायमीटर, ठीक है, विच इज 0.9 मीटर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. क्लोरिनेशन, liming and recarbonation are the part of which of the following in the context of unit operation of wastewater treatment, which is a solute stabilization. BOD of wastewater sample is estimated to be 180 mg per liter. Assume 4 mg per liter BOD can be consumed. In the BOD bottle, the volume of the undiluted sample to be added to a 300 ml बॉटल इस नियरली, ठीक है. तो एक क्वालिटी बीओडी अमाउंट कैसे निकाले? 4 मिलीग्राम आपको दे रखा है पर लीटर, ठीक है. तो कितने में? 300 मिलीग्राम बॉटल, तो इंटू 300 कर देगा, ठीक है. तो आपको मिल जाएगा 180 मिलीग्राम पर लीटर, ठीक है. और वेयर सी इज द वॉल्यूम ऑफ अनडाइल्यूटेड सैंपल, ठीक है. तो ये 4 मिलीग्राम पर लीटर इंटू आपका 300 मिलीग्राम, और फिर 180 मिलीग्राम को हम वॉल्यूम ऑफ अनडिल्यूटेड सैंपल मान लेते हैं सी है, ठीक है. मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो यहाँ से सी की वैल्यू आपका आ जाएगा 1200, ठीक है, और डिवाइड बाई 180, ठीक है. तो यहाँ से आ जाएगा आपका 0 कट गया, यहाँ से आ जाएगा आपका 6.67 के अप्रॉक्स. तो हैं ये ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट. नेक्स्ट देख लेते हैं. The evolution of the gas such as methane, carbon dioxide, or hydrogen sulfate occur in which of the following zone of pollution? Which is in the zone of active decomposition. Zone of active decomposition. The dash tank are designed to remove a part of the organic matter from the sewage effluent coming out from the grid chamber, which is the correct sedimentation tank. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. द प्रेजेंस ऑफ एक्सेस एक्वेटिक प्लांट इन लेक इम्प्लाइज विच इज इट्रोफिकेशन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट ए सीवेज ट्रीटमेंट प्रोसेस, विच इज इट्रोफिकेशन. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टेक्निक इज यूज कॉमनली यूज इन ग्रेविमेट्रिक एनालिसिस, विच इज यूज फॉर टाइट्रेशन. विच स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू अबाउट ओलियोट्रॉपिक लेक, विच इज द वाटर इज पुअर इन न्यूट्रेटिव, ठीक है. यूट्रोफिकेशन ऑफ वाटर बॉडी इज कॉज्ड बाय द विच इज कॉज्ड बाय द एक्सेसिव डिस्चार्ज ऑफ न्यूट्रिशंस. द मोस्ट कॉमन मेथड ऑफ वेस्ट वाटर डिस्पोजल इज विच इज डाइल्यूशन इन सरफेस वाटर. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग फॉर्मुलेट क्लियरली डिफाइन मॉइस्चर कंटेंट इन सॉलिड वेस्ट? ए initial mass of sample as delivered, b mass of sample after the drying. Hence correct answer is a minus b upon by a into 100. Next question. Self purification constant of impounding reservoir which is varies between 1 to 1.5. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. As per CP, CB are the effluent discharge standards for nitrogen into the island surface water should not be more than, which is a 10 milligram per liter. Raw sewage can directly discharge into the volume of dilution water when the dilution factor is which is above 500. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. नेचुरल मेथड ऑफ डिस्पोजल ऑफ सीवेज विच इज ए सेप्टिक टैंक ट्रीटमेंट. The system in which various type of waste such as light, soil, garbage, etc. are collected separately in a vessels or deposited in a pole or pits and then removed periodically at least once in 24 hours is called, which is called conservancy system. Which of the following waste can be decomposed by bacteria, which is a food waste? Which of the following below lead to disturbance of nitrogen fixation in the soil, which is a fertilizer? Disposal of sewage by land treatment will be most favorable where which the rivers are not perennial. Dash is the not a method adopted in converting waste to energy techniques, which is the adsorption. Which of the following is not an objective of sewage disposal to elevate groundwater table? Solid waste that settle at the bottom of the tank of the primary settlement of wastewater is called, which is called sludge. Which of the following waste gives the maximum energy recovery, which is a metal waste? Which of the following characteristics characterize a waste as hazardous with radioactivity? Which pattern of refuse collection proves to be economical for cities situated on sloping hills, which is the zone pattern? Which of the following toxic substance is normally found in e-waste? Cathode ray tube CRT, which is a candium. Which of the following is municipal solid waste cannot be recycled, which is a fruit peeling? Which of the following source of solid waste has the highest chance of causing infection like hepatitis B and C through the skin route if not handled properly? Correct answer is the biomedical. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Biomedical waste. Pick up two characteristic of hazardous waste, which is corrosive and ignitionability. What is the health hazard which can be caused by e-waste, which is lung cancer, brain damage, DNA damage, hence all of the above. The waste from the printer, scanner, refrigerator, etc. is called, which is called e-waste. Dash is the most difficult to treat in the wastewater generated from pulp and water industry, which is a black liquor. Which of the following is not characteristic of waste to be characterized as a hazardous waste, which is a combustibility? Identify the constituent of e-waste, a source such as cheap register, which is a cadmium. The term that is used to indicate the wastewater from bathroom, kitchens, wash basin is which is a sludge. Slugage. ठीक है. Dissolve oxygen in the steam is which is the correct answer maximum at noon. ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. How much approximate time it takes to decompose paper, which is 10 to 30 days. A Bangalore method and Indore method of decomposing solid waste are different. On Bangalore method is anaerobic method. ठीक है. Which term is not related to 3R used for solid waste management, which is a replace? Which of the following is not a component of solid waste management, which is a reduction? The best procedure for the disposal of batteries containing heavy metal is which is a recycle. The burning of solid waste is not recommended because which it causes several environmental issues. From the following waste, select the type of garbage, including a municipal solid waste, which is a fruit peelings. Which of the following is not comes under domestic waste? Which is the correct answer is the autonomial waste, which is a human or body part. ठीक है. sorry, correct answer is the wait a second, there is a some mistake, autonomial दिया है, ठीक है, विच इज नॉट, ठीक है, सही है, करेक्ट। नेक्स्ट देखते हैं, रिफ्यूज वेयर डज नॉट जनरली इंक्लूड विच इज ए excreta. The bottom of the trench in landfill is lined with a impervious layer to prevent from contaminating groundwater which is leached. The method of refuse disposal involving a burial of trench is called which is a compositing. The gas produced from the landfill waste is known as which is a biogas. Which of the following is not the landfill method, which is a Bangalore method? The device used for disposal of biomedical waste is which is incinerator. Compositing of municipal waste solid is which is a biological process. Engineering facility of the disposal of solid waste is sanitary landfill. A dash is one of the collective system of the municipal solid waste, which transportation of solid waste system. What is the objective of on-site solid waste processing, which is a reduction of volume? As per the Constitution of India, management of the municipal solid waste is the responsibility of the urban local bodies. Vermicomposting is the promising technology for organic waste management. However, a major challenge associated with the process is inability to handle large quantities of waste. Identify the incorrect statement with respect to gas related during anaerobic decomposition in stationary sanitary landfill. Carbon dioxide usually increase the pH of groundwater. Identify the incorrect statement with respect to incineration of municipal solid waste, which is a incineration of solid waste is done in the absence of oxygen. Which of the following statement about municipal solid waste is incorrect? The first statement is include putrescible and non-putrescible solid waste. And next question is the next option is the it consists of fine dust and sorry, silt and sand. C option is it is a solid waste. Then the that is transported with water as sewage, and D is it consists of garbage. Hence, our C option is incorrect. Okay. Which of the following is the hazardous waste produced by petroleum refining industry, which is a spent clay containing soil? What are the two types of energy recovering process, which is a combustion and pyrolysis? Which of the following statements about sanitary landfilling is incorrect? The waste is stabilized by the aerobic process alone. Next, how is municipal solid waste classified on the basis of its source, which is by house refuse, state refuse, and trade refuse? A colored liquid containing chlorinated hydrocarbon and toxic compound is known as leachate. It is collected from sanitary landfills. Landfilling is an off-site disposal of solid waste is placed on a large excavation in the ground and should be covered. Select the correct specification for landfilling cover from the following. The correct answer is the compacted in layer of about 0.5 meter and a total depth of 1.5 meter. Each day is covered with 15 centimeter thick soil at the end of the day's work. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. Which one of the following method is generally not adopted for safe disposal of biomedical waste, which is a sanitary landfill? Which among of the following unit operations are considered for analysis of solid waste collection system, which is pick up, haul at site and off route? Stabilization of sludge is beneficial for which is for inhibiting microbial growth. The average composition of municipal solid waste is which is a 40% organic, 40% organic, 41% organic, 40% inert, and 19% recyclable. Identify the incorrect statement with respect to Bangalore method used for disposal of municipal solid waste by composting, which is the method involves manual turning at a filled up mass refuse plus night soil. ठीक है, ये नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. द एनालिसिस ऑफ सॉलिड वेस्ट टू डिटरमाइन द proportion of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur is called which is called ultimate analysis. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं है तो इसमें देखते हैं. क्या लिखा हुआ है, इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग, इन ये आपका विच है, इन विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग प्रोसेस अर्थ worms decompose biodegradable solid waste which is called vermicomposting. What are is the method to manage municipal waste, which is a inclination, recovery, composting, hence all of the given. In the context of municipal solid waste, dumping of solid waste at a particular waste dumping site may lead to formation of dust during rain, which may seep down and containing of groundwater, which is leachate. The solid waste generated through domestic and commercial activities classified as municipal solid waste is also called, which called refuse. Following among of the waste material given in the options, identify the solid waste which are not characterized as rubbish, which is the correct answer is the which is the residues from burning of the wood charcoal. ठीक है, ये लिखा हुआ है इसमें. The solid waste called dash can including a variety of material which may be either be combustible or incombustible, which is a rubbish. The term used to the indicate the either sorry indicate the sundry solid waste from office, residence, and other building waste, building material, broken furniture, rag, etc., which is the rubbish. Rubbish is solid waste consist of non-putrescible waste. Okay. The harmful effect of municipal solid waste, including all except correct answer is the improving the physiochemical and biochemical properties of plant and soil due to the large amount of nutrients. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. सेलेक्ट द इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट regarding biomedical waste segregated into red color bins as per Indian Rule 1998, and these may contain human anatomical waste. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं. द मोस्ट एफिशिएंट मेथड टू conserve energy in the form of soil and gases is which is pyrolysis. Pulverizing of solid waste refuse to done with by using which is a wrapping machine. The aerobic method of compositing as per practice in India is called which is called indoor method. Compositing municipal solid waste by the process of aerobic decomposition under aerobic condition is known as which is indoor method of compositing. The disposal of municipal solid waste by cutting, tearing, crushing and grinding is called which is called screeding and pulverization. The process of crushing and grinding of municipal solid waste refuse is known as which pulverization. Here next question देखते हैं. The major segregation and biomedical solid waste for safe and economic disposal is done on the basis of which is hazardous and non-hazardous category. According to Solid Waste Rule 2016 guideline, the time frame for the biomedication capping for old landfill is dash year, which is a 5 years. Which of the following is not used as a landfill sealant for control of landfill gas and leachate movement, which is a compacted gravel layer? The most commonly used landfill sealant for control of gas and leachate movement is which is for bentonite and illite. If the waste contain amines hydrogen organic peroxide, then as per AMSW Rules 2016, it should be considered as which is a hazardous waste. As per MSW rules, use of closed landfill site after post closure monitoring can be considered by human settlement after correct answer is the which is a 15 years. Next question देखते हैं. Which one of the following method is useful for discarding solid waste and the waste materials are burned at high temperature? The best method for disposal of refuse to ensure complete destruction of pathogenic bacteria is by solid waste disposal method in use. Solid organic waste are subject to combustion is known as which of the following method is most commonly used for the disposal of hazardous waste? Dash is the thermal waste treatment of technique that can be understood as a controlled combustion process with the primary objective of volume reduction and energy recovery from the waste stream, which is inclination. Which of the following waste are produced using psychochemical process, uh, which is the first is heavy metal, ठीक है। तो ये इसमें कुछ गलतियां हैं, तो ये पहला ऑप्शन आपको दे रखा है हैवी हैवी मेटल, ठीक है। वो दूसरा दे रखा है वेस्ट वेस्ट कंटेनिंग कंटेनिंग रेविस, ठीक है। और आपको थर्ड स्टेटमेंट दे रखा है हाईली हाईली टॉक्सिक लिक्विड, ठीक है। तो इनमें से कौन सा टाइप है फिजिको केमिकल प्रोसेस का, ठीक है। तो इनमें से प्रोसेस है हैवी मेटल और वेस्ट कंटेनिंग रेबिस, जो आपका ऑप्शन बी है, जो कि 1 और 2 है, ठीक है। ये आपका करेक्ट है। एज पर इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड 14,534 1998 guideline for recycling plastic, for the number of assigned to the recycling symbol for low density polyethylene LDPE is which is 4, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं। Substance that is made of one or more unprocessed waste material, biological nature, plant and animal, and maybe including unprocessed mineral material, and that has been altered through microbiological decomposition is called, which is called compost. Next section, which of the following solid waste is characterized as hazardous solid waste, which is a leather. Next question, according to Indians rule notice notified, ठीक है, disposal of biomedical waste and wash the catheter, gloves and urine bags are collected in which is collected in red colored bin, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, टू विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग द, ठीक है। तो बूलर प्रोसेस एंड नो नो सॉइल प्रोसेस आर रिलेटेड विच इज फॉर मैकेनिकल कंपोस्टिंग ऑफ सॉलिड वेस्ट, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, एज पर सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट मैनेजमेंट रूल 2016, combustible solid waste have the minimum calorific value which is a minimum है, ठीक है। मिनिमम पूछ रखा है, तो 1500 किलो कैलोरी पर केजी, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज द बेस्ट मेथड ऑफ कलेक्टिंग म्युनिसिपल सॉलिड वेस्ट, करेक्ट आंसर डायरेक्ट कलेक्शन, ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखिए, बायो रिमेडिकेशन मेथड ऑफ सॉलिड वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट इन्वॉल्व विच बैक्टीरिया एंड फंगी। अब बाकी का पार्ट हम पार्ट थर्ड में कवर करेंगे। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो, प्लीज लाइक शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब द चैनल।